In the previous lesson, we learned about objects and attributes. We hope that, by now, you have a solid understanding of these concepts. In this lesson, we will go over the third basic concept, the data item. But before we see what a data item is, let's talk about numerical values. The situation in a word problem often contains numerical values. For example, this situation contains the numerical value 43. A numerical value in a word problem can represent any magnitude. For example, quantity, amount, height, width, volume, speed, and so on, depending on the situation. Now, a data item is used to specify the meaning of a numerical value. For example, the numerical value 43 is the number of walnut trees in the park. As you can see, this data item specifies the meaning of the numerical value 43. Now that we're familiar with the purpose and use of a data item, let's examine its structure. A data item includes the following elements. First, we specify the attribute, then the relevant object, then optionally, the value, and finally, optionally, the identifier. The identifier will represent the data item in equations. You may use any naming convention for the identifier as long as it makes sense to you. Now that we know what a data item is, let's practice how to use it. Determine the data items in the following situations. Be aware of the objects, attributes, and numerical values in each situation, and define a proper identifier for each data item. You may use the following table as a reference as you work through the exercise. A printable version of this table is included in the resources area. So pause the video and take time to do the practice. In this lecture, we learned about the concept of data item. The key points are, data items are used to specify the numerical values in the situation. A data item includes attribute, object, and, optionally, a value and identifier. That's all for now. Coming next is a quiz, where you can see more examples and get your knowledge into practice. See you in the next lecture.